Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, the only way to describe this story that I'm about to bring you is why is my face so shiny? I don't know. The only way to describe this story that I'm about to bring you is it is not a surprise. It is not a surprise, but then it's also surprising. So let me bring you the surprise first. Let's do it in reverse order, and then I'll bring you why I'm saying it's not a surprise. So you've already seen the headline, so you know where we're going. So pardon me. I do need to drink a bit of water when I'm doing this. It dries up the. So you've already seen the headline, so you know where we're headed with this. And as ever, I'll share the screen with you so you can read along and see where I'm getting the story from. So we start off first with the surprise. So this is the surprise. Yes, let's go with this first. So this is the surprise. Oh, so there it is. So you can let me just make sure that that screen is sharing. Yeah, it is sharing. So you can see it already. The headline, I've highlighted it for your benefit. Um, Central Bank Governor Emiefele, other Nigerians make Forbes Africa's list. So there you are. There's only one list that goes on in Forbes, as you all know, and it's just the wealthiest of the wealthy. Those are the people that make that list. But then, surprisingly, the governor of the central bank, who, by the way, is a staff of government, is a government employee, a salaried government employee. But it looks as though the wages in Nigeria are that generous for you to make the Forbes list. That headline again: Central Bank Governor Emiefele, other Nigerians make Forbes Africa's list. So let's find out first what this article has to offer. The governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN), Godwin Emefiele, and Temitope Ogunshemo, the founder of Crystal Digital Solutions Limited, have been listed in the Forbes Africa Undiscovered series. For Nigeria, Uri Onojake of GLG Communications, a consultancy firm, disclosed this in a statement on Friday in Abuja. He said the Undiscovered series was part of an exclusive list of Nigerians who have been crucial in rebuilding and contributing to the Nigerian growth story at this time. Uh, Mr. Onojake explained that each year, Forbes Africa looked for resilient game changers, self starters, innovators, entrepreneurs, and disruptors who have been leading ideas and industries whilst purposefully contributing to nation building and positively impacting the lives around them. He added that the 2022 list was a selection of Nigeria's brightest achievers, spanning real estate, oil and gas, technology, business, media, policy, and advocacy, alongside Mr. Ogun Shemo, public and private sector leaders from business, technology, education, the arts, and health sector were also listed, including Fluteware CEO Olugbenga Agboola and Zenith Bank CEO. So that's the company that Emefiele keeps in the Forbes list. So the first Forbes list, of course, they're saying this is essentially a list of achievers, but then of course we know that there's one criteria to make the Forbes list, and that is wealth. So you have to be sufficiently, lubricated financially, dollar wise, for you to make the Forbes list. So just how lubricated financially is Emefiele is the next question to go to. So we find out from this piece. So that was the surprise that Emefiele, pardon me, made the Forbes list. But the not surprise is we saw this coming. So we saw this coming. Let me bring you this. So let me share this screen with you as well. Hopefully you can see this too. Let me just make sure that's on your screen. Okay, so that's on your screen. but it's not showing the headline just yet. So let me just tease you with that as I scroll slowly down. So there it is right there. Busted. Nigeria Central Bank Governor Emiefele hosted lavish birthday party in Jamaica. Dangote Bank executives show up in private jets. So, of course, this story was in August last year, August the 10th, 2021. But the one that now makes the Forbes list is a news that broke this week. So we've already seen this coming as far back as last year. And this guy, of course, vying for the presidency, which is not a cheap business. According to financial reports, international reports, it takes a spend of $2 billion to become Nigeria's president. So Emefiele making the Forbes list comes as no surprise to anybody. The headline again, busted. Nigeria Central Bank Governor Emefiele hosts lavish birthday party in Jamaica. Dangote Bank executives show up in private jets. So now let's find out exactly how the wealthy live. The creme de la creme in the Nigerian banking and finance industry, as well as Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote, gathered at the weekend in a frontline display of wealth at a birthday party ceremony in Jamaica, organized by the Central Bank of Nigeria's Governor Godwin Emefiele. Correspondents learned that the bank executives who flew private jets to the Caribbean island nation stormed the party to impress Emefiele, who turned 60 last week. The lavish display of wealth by Emiefele and the bankers is in sharp contrast with the sorry state of the Nigerian economy, reeling under more than $33 billion foreign debt and the unsustainable banking sector which Emiefele superintends. Some big boys and Emiefele were at Montego Bay City, Jamaica, last weekend to celebrate his 60th birthday. They flew there quietly with their private jets. So just like you meet with the boys and you get in your Datsun, their own Datsun, their own Peugeot 404, or even if you're upmarket, their own BMW, their private jets. They flew there quietly with their private jets. The party was organized and held in secret to keep it away from prying eyes, a source stated. Those in attendance included the usual suspects Dangote, Nduka Obiagbena, Herbert Wigwe, Tony Elumelu, and Ade Shola Ade Dotun, and so on. The source added. President Mohamed Buhari had last week sent a congratulatory letter to Emefiele, having celebrated his birthday on August the 4th. Emefiele served as the governor of Nigeria's Apex Bank since June 3, 2014. He was reappointed to the position in May 2019 by Buhari, shortly before the expiration of his first tenure. Under Emefiele, Nigeria has experienced rising inflation, jumping to 17.33% at the end of February 2021 from 16.47% in January 2021, according to the governor himself. The governor has also been accused of engaging in underhand dealings and fraudulent practices, which continued to frustrate the activities of the bank and the country's banking sector. Correspondents in 2016, for instance, obtained a list of at least 91 people tied to influential or highly placed Nigerians who were at that time offered juicy appointments by the CBN under Emefiele. The list of beneficiaries of the CBN, the list of beneficiaries of the CBN jobs. Let's try that one more time. The list of beneficiaries of the CBN's job largesse had included a daughter of the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, a son of Maman Daura, a nephew of President Buhari, and one of the closest members of the president's inner circle, a son of the then Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Emmanuel Ebe Kachikwe, a daughter of former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Gali Naba, also a daughter of former Inspector General of Police Solomon Arise, and a list of 86 others. So that is how the money is being divvied up within the Nigerian space. So that is Emiefele. I called him a salary earner, of course, and that is the understanding we have of him. But just to be doubly sure, let's just check his CV. And now, a provisor, we're just going to do a snapshot of it on our Wikipedia. So a lot of you will quickly recall from that to say that Wikipedia is not the most reliable of sources, but it's just a snapshot capture of this guy's career. So you can do a more in-depth dive into it if you are so inclined. But just a snapshot of this guy's career on Wikipedia. So let's stop this one, and then let me bring that up on your screen so you can read along as ever. So let me share that with you. This guy's career, as it is known. So there it is right there. Let's no, not yet. Okay, so here it is. So we just go to the pertinent space. So we skip, so that's his name. So that's it. That's him, of course, Godwin Emiefele, and you, of course, can do the same search. So that's him. Let me just remove that. So that's him. So we skip through the education, etc., to go to the pertinent. Okay, so career. So go to the career. So uh, let's see. Yes, career in private sector. Early in his career, Emefiele lectured finance and insurance at the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and University of Port Harcourt, respectively. He also had a short stint working for Vodafone. Before moving to the central bank, Emefiele gained 18 years of banking experience. He served as chief executive officer and group managing director of Zenith Bank plc. Emefiele served as deputy managing director of Zenith Bank plc from 2001. He served as executive director in charge of corporate banking, treasury, financial control, and strategic planning of Zenith plc, and served on the management team from its inception. Emiefele served as director at Zenith Bank plc and Zenith Bank Gambia Limited. Emiefele served as director of ACCION Microfinance Bank Limited. So that is his career. There's no suggestion of any form of business, which is what I was looking to establish really. So he has no business pedigree. So throughout his career, we see that he has always been in a salaried income. He was a lecturer at UNN and University of Port Harcourt, and then he went on to work for Vodafone, and from there he worked variously senior management at Zenith Bank mainly. So that was his grounding, that was his pedigree, that was his antecedents before he then became the governor of Central Bank. So that is the guy's backdrop. So with all of that, that this guy has now emerged onto the Forbes list. So there it is right there, the Nigerian style. But then, of course, he reappointed. Let me remove that from the screen. But then, of course, he reappointed as the governor of the CBN, even though the Nigerian economy has continued to hemorrhage under him all the way through. So that is Emefiele on the Forbes rich list. So that is not a surprise story, essentially. None of you were caught off guard by that, I'm sure, but a lot of you will shake your head and say, there we go again. So you see the screen, like, share, subscribe, just to do the necessary, just to reward the effort somewhat that I'm making. So Emefiele on the Forbes list, on the Forbes magazine, on the Forbes list, yeah. But what was your anticipation? What do you think of that? Come share thought about all that with me in the comment section. So I leave it there. Carry the conversation on within the comment section. But here, I say, peace.